What's up, y'all? Today I'm going to teach you how to do the heel side front flip on your wakeboard behind the boat. The tricks you're going to want to already know how to do before attempting the heel side front flip are maybe a tantrum, but also maybe not, because a tantrum could make you form sort of like a bad habit whenever learning this trick. This is sort of why my heel side front flip isn't exactly perfect, because I almost end up doing sort of a frantrum, like a half blended front flip and tantrum whenever I do front flips. So my front flip isn't exactly perfect. That's actually why I've held off so long from doing this tutorial, because I didn't want to actually teach you guys my bad habit. But if you do want to see like a textbook perfect front flip, you could look up more of an old school rider, maybe like Kobe Mikasic or Darren Shapiro. And maybe actually the best front flip in the game right now currently is probably Erica Lang. She actually does a really dope one. I think maybe because she came from like trick skiing, and this like front flip motion is probably pretty easy for her, but whenever she does it, it's super sick. So yeah, if you want to see a perfect one, look them up. Anyways, let's get started on the trick. Whenever you take the approach for this trick, you're gonna want to get a pretty wide approach and get on a nice progressive, maybe a little bit more than a medium edge. You don't want to come cranking into it super hard on your very first one, so just a little bit harder than a medium edge is probably the best way to go about it. Now, as you're approaching the wake, you're almost gonna kind of want to load your weight onto your back foot, kind of get the weight of your body more towards the tail of your board. And you're gonna wanna make sure you edge all the way up and through the very top of the wake, rather than sort of flattening off and tripping off the top of it like a tantrum. If you make sure you edge all the way through the top of the wake while loaded on your rear foot, this will really keep you from doing that sort of frantrum motion that sometimes I accidentally do. Now that you're edging all the way up and through the very top of the wake, you're going to want to make sure that both hands are on the handle, and as your front foot is starting to pop off of the peak of the wake, you're going to want to bring that front knee up and sort of take your head and tuck it into your front shoulder, almost throwing yourself forward into that sort of cartwheel front flip motion. Extremely shortly after your front foot pops, your back foot will now pop, and since you had all of that weight sort of loaded onto your back foot, it will almost pop, kicking you forward over the nose of your board. Now that you've released from the top of the wake and you have started your front flip motion, since you are doing sort of that cartwheel motion, you will be almost able to spot your landing throughout the entire trick. And while you're in the air throughout the front flip, I would say just try and maintain your tension. Don't let your arms get too far away from you. Don't have it like too close to your body. And whenever you are pulling out tension, kind of try and pull it out towards your front hip. And just sort of make sure you're in control the entire time. And as you're coming down closer to the water again, just make sure you bend your knees on impact and ride away on your heels. Honestly, I don't have much advice for any sort of tips on this trick. I just think go out and try it, and hopefully it works for you. Someone who would be more educated on it would be maybe Kobe Mikasic. He is a coach in Orlando, Florida. Maybe hit him up on Instagram and he could give you some advice on this trick. But I rarely ever do a heel side front flip, so I am not the perfect expert on it. So kind of take all of my advice with a grain of salt. Anyways, that's how you do a front flip. If you guys did like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, comment below on what kind of videos you guys want to see in the future. And remember, I'll be uploading a wakeboarding video every second day forever, so make sure you guys subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace!